Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do the evenberry stitch left-handed. I am using a 5mm H crochet hook and Lily Sugar and Cream cotton yarn, gauge 4 worsted weight. This color is tangerine. Okay, for this pattern you need a even number of stitches to start with for the chain. So for this one, I am going to chain 24. Any even number will work. So I have 24. Then I like to do a row of single crochet first. So you are going to single crochet in the second stitch from the hook. So 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet in each stitch across to the end. Which should give you an odd number of stitches, in this case, 23. This cotton yarn is easy to work with. It comes in lots of colors. It works great for washcloths, kitchen towels, pot holders. It's a little stiff. You can also use it to make a market bag or a tote bag. It's pretty easy to work with. It does split a little bit like cotton yarn sometimes has a tendency to. Okay, and when you get done, you should have 23 stitches. Okay, this is the last stitch. You are going to chain 1 and turn your work. Okay, so now you've turned, and this single crochet is going to count as your first stitch. So in your second stitch, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook into same stitch, pull up a loop, and then you'll have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over one more time and pull through all 5. Then you're going to follow by a single crochet. Then you repeat the evenberry stitch again. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. You yarn over and pull through all 5. And then you follow it by a single crochet. And then you can see these are the berries, and they show up on the opposite side, followed in between with single crochet. So then you keep repeating this pattern to the end of the row, and you end with a single crochet. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, insert hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 5. Then follow it by a single crochet, and you keep repeating it. I like to use this texture. I made dishcloths out of it. I've also made a scarf and blankets, both in worsted weight yarn and chunky yarn. It's easy to do, and it makes a nice raised texture. And it's a simple repeat. After you do this row, then you repeat a row of single crochet, and then it's just repeated again. So here I'm at the end of the row, and then my last stitch is going to be a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain one, and then I'm going to do a row of single crochet. So I skipped the first stitch because the chain counts as a stitch, and then I'm going to do one single crochet in each stitch across. And you can see that it makes these raised texture. Continue to have the end of the row. And then you repeat the second row. The final stitch is a single crochet in the chain. Then you're going to chain one and turn. And you can't see the pattern here, but you are going to do an even berry stitch on the same place that so it ends up right above it. Thank you for watching this tutorial. You can find this stitch pattern and all my other free patterns at A More Crafty Life. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Misty green lap afghan using Bernat dappled yarn. In the original one I used Misty jungle green. For this example I'm using wandering blue and a 10mm crochet hook. For this pattern you need a multiple of 3 plus 1. For the blanket, I used chained 85. So let's start. Okay, so we're going to chain 85. This blanket, this yarn works great. It's soft and it's pretty easy to work with. It comes in about 10 different colors. So when you've got your 85, we'll come back. Okay, once you've got your chain done, we are going to double crochet 2 together in the 5th stitch from the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3. This is your first double 2 together stitch, the cluster. Then you chain 2 and then you do another double 2 together stitch. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 3. Then you're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and you're going to repeat the double 2 together cluster. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, chain 2, and make another cluster. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 3. Then you skip 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, chain 2, and so it should start to look like you should have, here's your cluster with your chain 2, and then this is the one side of the 2 double crochet togethers and the 2 chain 2, and then yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a stitch, pull yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3. And so this is your repeat. You do the 2 double crochet together, chain 2, then another double crochet 2 together, skip 2 until the end of the row. So I'll do another one. So skip 2, 1, 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3, chain 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 3. Then you skip 2 and do your double 2 together cluster V-stitch. And I'll meet you at the end before the last stitch. Okay, when you get to the last 2 chains, you skip 1 and then you're going to double crochet in the last stitch. Turn your work and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so with your chain 3, you are going to put your double cluster 2 together V-stitch in the chain 2 space and repeat. And that's the repeat for the rest of the blanket. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Chain 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So it looks like this. And you just repeat this 1 in each chain until you get to the end of the row. So I'll show you another one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Chain 2, yarn over, insert a hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 3. And keep repeating, and I will meet you at the last stitch. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row and I just have 1 stitch left, and you are going to double crochet in the last stitch of the row. So this is how it should look with your double V clusters on top of each other. And you are just going to repeat this row until you have the length of the blanket that you want. So to get to the next row, you just chain 3, turn, and then you're going to put your double V cluster in the chain 2 space. I hope you enjoyed this and are going to try making your own. You can find a printable PDF pattern for free on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Thanks for watching. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do I Love Fall blanket using Bernat blanket yarn dappled. This one is called Wandering Blue, and here's a sample of what the pattern is going to look like. You start with a row of single crochet, and then you do a row of 2 single crochet, chain 3, 2 single crochet, and then you do 5 double crochets in the chain 3 space. So let's get started. Okay, in the original blanket, I used 5 different Bernat blanket yarns. Those are Pumpkin Spice, Deep Sea, Orange Leaf, Crimson, Sun Soaked. I used 1 skein of each, and I started with Pumpkin Spice. This pattern needs a multiple of 5 plus 3, and for the blanket, I used 93 and a 9mm crochet hook. So let's get started. The first row is going to be single crochet. So we're going to chain 93. I will meet you at the end when you have your 93. Now that I have 93, my multiple of 5 plus 3, I'm going to do a single crochet in each stitch, starting with the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, I'm going to do 1 single crochet in each of the chains for the entire row. I like to start most of my patterns with a row of single crochet for the foundation. I like how it looks. So we're going to continuing doing our single crochet for the entire row, and I will meet you at the end. Now that I have my row of single crochet, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. And then you're going to do 2 single crochets, 1 in the same stitch as the chain you made, 2, and then you are going to chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and do 2 single crochets. Okay, so it should look like this: 2 single crochets followed by a chain 3 with 3 skipped spaces and 2 single crochets. Then you are going to chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 2 single crochets, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, single crochet twice, and that is your repeat for your row. 2 single crochets, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 2 single crochets. Now that you've turned your work and you've done 1 single crochet, you are going to single crochet in the first stitch where the chain 1 was, and then do a second single crochet. Then you are going to chain 3 and skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and do 2 single crochets. So it should look like this: 2 single crochets, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 2 single crochets. Then chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, single crochet twice. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches, and this is your repeat for the rest of the row. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 2 single crochets. So repeat that until you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. Now that I'm towards the end of the row and I've done 2 single crochets, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, and then I have 2 stitches left, and then you do 2 single crochets. Then you chain 3, and you're ready for your third row. For your third row, the double crochet counts as your first stitch, and you're going to do 5 double crochets in each of the chain 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it should look like this. 5 double crochets, and then you move on to the next chain 3 space, and that is the repeat for the row. 5 double crochets in each of the chain 3 spaces. There's 3, 4, and 5. So here gives you an example of what yours should look like. I will meet you at the end of the row, right before the last stitch. When you get to the end of the row, and you've done your last 5 double crochets, you are going to do 1 double crochet in the last stitch of the row. And then so it should look like this. And then you are going to repeat row 2 and 3 until you have the length that you want. And I will show you the row again so you can get an idea of what it looks like. You're going to chain 1, single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, and then you are going to chain 3, and then you are going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, which ends up being the last stitch of the double crochet group and the first one of the next one. Then you do 2 single crochets, and then you chain 3. You skip 3 stitches, and you're going to do 1 single crochet in this group of double crochet and 1 in the next. And then you would repeat this row just like before until you get to the end, and you would do 2 single crochets at the end of the row. For the original pattern, I like to end with the 5 double crochets and 1 row of single crochets like I started. And what I did was 10 rows of the first color, which was pumpkin spice, and then I did 2 rows of another color, and then I alternated using all of the yarn. I'll show you at the end of the video a picture of the color choices that I made for the I Love Fall blanket, and you can find this PDF and hundreds of other free patterns on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Evergreen ombre chunky blanket using Bernat blanket yarn in ocean teal and a 9mm crochet hook. This blanket uses an easy pattern of half double crochet at the end and then 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then you repeat that. For the second row, you interlock them by doing 2 double crochets the row below it and then chain 2, and it makes an interlocking kind of pattern. You finish off the blanket with 1 row of half double crochet. So let's get started. For this blanket, I'm going to use a wandering blue dappled yarn. Using the 9mm crochet hook and a multiple of 4+1 for the pattern, I'm going to chain 89 using Bernat blanket yarn dappled wandering blue. So let's get started. And I will meet you at the end of the row after you have your 89. Now that we have our chain of 89, we're going to do 1 row of half double crochet to start the blanket. So in the 3rd chain from the hook, you are going to do a half double crochet and repeat until the end of the row. And if you've never worked with Bernat blanket yarn, it's pretty easy to use. It's a little hard to see the stitches. So if you're having trouble, you want to just use your finger or the end of the hook to kind of find where your next chain is. You also want to leave long tails to weave in. And it looks best in simple stitches or stitches with texture that are not too complicated. It comes in large skeins of 10.5 ounces, and there's tons of different colors, brights, ombres, solids, multis, baby yarn, tweeds, sparkle. So just keep continuing with a row of half double crochet, and I will meet you at the end. Now that we have a row of half double crochet, you are going to chain 2 and turn your work. Then you're going to do a half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. So 1 half double crochet. Then you are going to follow that by a chain 2, and you are going to skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, followed by 2 chains. 1, 2, skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, followed by 2 double crochets. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2. And it will look like this. So that is your repeat. 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2. And you repeat that until you get to the end of the row. So I did my chain 2, I skipped 2, 2 double crochets. Then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 2 double crochets. And you continue on till the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. So you're at the end of the row, and then you'll have you have just done your chain 2 and you skip 2, and then in your last stitch will be a half double crochet. Then you chain 2 and you turn your work. So this is what it will look like for your second row. And now on the third row, you are going to double crochet, but 2 rows below, but the row below it. So double crochet, followed by a second one. Then you chain 2, skip these 2 double crochets, then double crochet in the row below, and do a second one. Then you chain 2, skip these 2, double crochet 2 rows below, chain 2, and that's the repeat. So you do 2 double crochets the row below, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets in the row below, chain 2, skip these 2, and repeat until you get to the end of the row. I'll meet you there. So your work should look like this, and then when you get to the end, you'll have done your last 2 double crochets, and then you will half double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. After your chain 2, you're going to half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. Then you're going to chain 2 and you're going to double crochet in the row below in the open spaces. You're going to crochet around the chain 2 like you did before. And then followed by a chain 2 and then 2 double crochets in the spaces. Followed by a chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then you keep repeating, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, it will look like this. You have your last 3 stitches, and you will half double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. Then you will repeat row 3 and 4 until you have the height that you want. When you have the length that you want, I did 91 rows, repeating row 3 and 4. You're going to need to finish up the gaps. So you'll want to end on a row with double crochet. You'll chain 1, and then you'll single crochet in the first 2 double crochets. Then you will half double crochet in the row below, 2 half double crochets, then you'll do 2 single crochets on top of the next 2 doubles, and then you'll do 2 half double crochets the row below, and then you'll do 2 singles. And you will repeat until you get to the end of the row, ending with single crochet. And it will look like this to fill in any of the holes. And then I did 1 row of half double crochet to finish the blanket. You can find this pattern in a free PDF on my blog, A More Crafty Life, plus hundreds of others. Thank you for watching.